what's been your experiences dealing with, if you have, any racism?
Okay, it's like my experience through life. But the only thing is before when I weren't Muslim, I never mixed with people that weren't black, because I just was on my accounts would stay doing rubbing, doing my stuff. Like, I just lived in a very closed environment. Since I've become Muslim, just in general, I have to start working. So basically, you have to mix with different people. You have to, how can I say, you live, even in business, when you're trying to set up your own business. And my thing is not, I don't live my life like this, yeah? I'm a black person, I'm proud, yeah? I love being Muslim. My dad is Haitian, even though he wasn't in my life. And Haitians were the first people to rebel against the European...
Successfully do it.
Yeah, I didn't even know this stuff before I was Muslim, because I didn't used to read. Yeah, but I found this out through Islam and so forth. But my blood, my father's Haitian, yeah? And Haitians were the first people to rebel against the European things. No Arab man or no white man, Muslim, can come up to me and call me a gollywog or monkey or this, that, and the other in my face. They wouldn't do it anyway, but they can't. But the whole thing is this: I don't judge people based upon color. I live my life, and the people that I interact with, whoever's safe with me, I'm safe with them. And I do it by my relationships with them. I'm giving in general. I'm trusting with people. I have a heart. If they abuse that, the first time I might not make, if they do it, I allow it. The second time, I cut you off. But this, I don't look at that person and think, okay, this is a black person, I can leave my phone. Like, I trust you because you're black, I can leave my phone with you, I can leave this, that, and the other. It's cool because you're black. And if you're white, I think you're gonna, like, I don't move like that. What I learn, I will live my life, I live through my life, and whatever I get of people, that's how I deal with them. But isn't Islam, how can I say racism? I've met certain racist Muslims, like for example, some of the older uncles, yeah, I would say, and Asian uncles, they're stuck in their way. For example, and I would say these are like cultured masjids, because you have masjids that actually practice the Quran and the Sunnah, the sayings of Prophet Muhammad, and then you have Muslims, masjids that are basically culture, like it's like half culture, half Islam. So with the Asian uncles or whatever uncles they would be, you might go in there to pray and this, that, and the other and so forth. And what happens is that they might look at you like you're supposed to get to the back of the queue or whatever or so forth. But they don't just do that with us as blacks, they do it with the youth as well. It's like the youth are ignorant, they're, how can I say, they shouldn't be heard, just get to back. But that's their culture. The elders,
so you wouldn't put that down to racism?
I would say it's racist because they do it to us as well, but they do it to their own youth.
No, but if they do it to everyone, then it's not a race thing. I'm saying, have you specifically been targeted because of your treated unfairly because of your skin color? That's what I'm asking.
Okay, no one said it to me blatantly, but I know that, how can I say, certain communities, and not all of them, and I'm not talking about the young people, I'm talking about generally the older people. For example, black people have a stereotype, yeah? That we're criminals, we're this, that, and the other, and so forth, yeah? So some of the uncles and stuff, they might see you come in a masjid, this, that, and the other, you go to pray, and what happens, maybe they won't join feet with you and so forth, like that. But that's what I'm trying to say. When you go to masjid of Sunnah and stuff, like I took my Shahada in Brixton Masjid, it's generally run by converts, yeah, or how can I say, different cultures, maybe even Asian person leaving a prayer or so forth. But what happens is that their primary thing is the Quran and the Sunnah, not their culture.
Okay.
See, the whole thing is if you have people that the mosque or something is more culturally thing, they're going to come with the baggage of their culture. But if you have people that are reverts or young, they actually go and seek knowledge of the religion and stuff like that, they're going to, for example, in our masjid, no matter who's leading, whether it's a black guy, a Somali guy, this, that, and the other, when it's time to pray, they make sure the lines are clear, straight, and everyone's joined feet to feet, shoulder to shoulder. Whereas a culture masjid, you might go there, you go to pray, you join your feet with someone, the person might move away from you, move their foot away from you.
Yeah.
And there's no one to come and then do it. But the people that are practicing either reverted, converted to the religion, or they were born into Islam, they wasn't always practicing, they came back, they started seeking knowledge and want to practice the text and this, that, and the other. They follow the text.
So we're saying, the way that they're behaving, there isn't no racism in the text that's telling them to do that?
No, it's not the racism thing. It's from people's culture.
Their own culture. It's nothing to do with Islam.
It's not to do with religion. For example, the Prophet, peace be upon him, said, and this is what I want to say to you, like, a lot of people, do you want to deal with it?
No, carry on.
A lot of people, they'll try to say that Islam within itself is, the texts are racist. But it's not the text, it's the culture. For example, the Prophet, peace be upon him, said in his last speech, in his last sermon, he gathered all the Muslims. And he said to them, all of them, Arab, non-Arab, black, white, he said to all of them in front of them, and this, he knew he was going to die, he knew he was going to pass away, so everyone was paying attention. So he said that Arab has no superior over non-Arab, and non-Arab has no superior over Arab, yeah? And he also said that white has no superior over black, and black has no superior over white. And the reason why he started with Arab has no superior over non-Arab, and then he went on to say that white has no superior over black, is because they were in a culture where black people were racist. So, black people were seen as lower. They were seen as slaves, they were slaves, they were treated bad and stuff like this. And for anyone that thinks that Islam gives people a low self-esteem, like I said, I'm black, I love being black, I'm proud I'm black, I'm proud I'm Muslim, and I'm not ashamed of Islam. Yes, I know there were Arabs that enslaved blacks. But to me, that doesn't make me feel ashamed of Islam. The reason why is that, for example, when I see all this stuff with knife crime going on and stuff like that and so forth, sometimes you may be at work or something and you hear all this knife crime and stuff, there's white people there or whatever. I don't feel ashamed of all this knife crime. I'm sad about it. I'm sad there's all this knife crime going on and so many black youth are killing each other and stuff like that. Obviously, there's gun crime as well. We don't bring the guns into the country. You know, we don't import drugs. Like, there's a scale to this, and white supremacy does exist. But the whole thing is, I don't feel ashamed when I see all these black kids doing this knife stabbing, killing people, each other, senselessly. I'm sad about it. I am sad about it, but I'm not ashamed of it. The reason why I'm not ashamed of it is because it's not me. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the whole thing is that I joined a religion. I didn't become a Muslim. I don't know if people think, and this is why when people say this, I don't know if they're absolutely naive and ignorant about the religion. I didn't become a Muslim to please Arabs. Okay. Like, I didn't become Muslim, I'm trying to make Arabs, they have a religion. Well, yeah, there's a religion. And as Muslims, we don't believe that Islam started with Prophet Muhammad. We believe Adam was the first man, he was the first Muslim. He worshipped God alone. Noah worshipped one God alone. Abraham, Moses, and there's black prophets too. Moses. Okay. So the whole thing is that we don't believe Islam started with Muhammad. We believe he was the last messenger of Islam. We believe Adam, Jesus, Moses, all of them called to worship God alone, not to worship themselves. You know, if I worship Muhammad as a Muslim, yeah, I leave Islam. You know what I'm saying? Instantly. Okay. So the whole point I was trying to say is that there's the racist Muslims, but it's not in the text. For example, Allah says in the Quran that we created you in different tribes and different nations to recognize each other, not to curse each other. And this is a thing I want to make. For those that say that Islam makes, if you're black, you're young black, Jamaican or African, and you become Muslim, you have a low self-esteem. This is a lie. I'll tell you why. Because in Islam, one of the first stories you hear about, when Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was teaching his message of worshipping one God, his people were idol worshippers. So they boycotted him, they were treacherous towards him, and it got violent. Onto the stage where the Muslims, they had to leave Mecca, their hometown. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, told them, whoever says that Islam is racist, is one of two things, yeah? He's either ignorant, yeah, or he's a liar. Either he doesn't know about Islam, and he's talking, so he's ignorant, or he does know, and he's lying. Prophet Muhammad, when he was getting him and his best friends, closest people, his companions, they were being oppressed. He told them, go to a black king, yeah? His name is Najashi, yeah? The king of Ethiopia, Abyssinia, I think it's like Ethiopia, Sudan, that area. He said, go to him, yeah? Because we're being oppressed by Arabs who have the same, basically, skin color as us. They look the same as they're Arabs, but they're unjust because they worship idols. I'm saying there's one God. The economy of Mecca is built around people coming to pay money to their one gods and to spend money, tourism in that area. Apart from that, Mecca was like nothing. So that was how Mecca made its money. He's preaching against that. People are leaving, so the people are telling them that Muhammad, they're going to kill him and his companions if he doesn't stop speaking. It wasn't just theology. So he told his companions, go to Abyssinia. There's a black man, a king, yeah, who's just, and he will protect you. So they left the Arabs. If you're trying to give black people low self-esteem, yeah, You're going to leave out anything that makes black people look big, strong, powerful, and stature. So why did Muhammad say, leave the Arabs that are same colour as me, same skin as me, yeah, but are being oppressive and evil, yeah, but not because of our race, because of our belief of worshipping one God, and go to this man. Not only that, they go to this man. They have to beg this black king, yeah, Najashi, yeah, look, we from Mecca, they're idol worshippers, yeah, please give us refuge. If you don't take us in as immigrants, we're going to die because they're going to kill us, yeah? And they had to beg him. They had to beg a black man, yeah, to stay in their country or they were going to get killed. Not only that, someone from Mecca, one of the top politicians, went there and he said to the black king, he goes to him, listen, them people, they're causing fitna, they're causing problems in our country, they're destroying our economy. They're saying that all our 360 idols are wrong. Give them back to us because we need to kill them, kill Muhammad, and get all dealt with. This is how it doesn't make sense that if you're black, you're going to have low self-esteem, look down. He told them no. And that was potentially war between Mecca, yeah? Mecca and Abyssinia. So he told them, no, I'm not going to give them back to you. Yeah? And he was begging him, when he went to the king, he came with jewels, he came with this, that, and the other, but the king had it, you see. Like the king, he was rich. What are you going to give a king? He's rich. He owns a country. So he tried to bring his gold, the Arab tried to bring the Quraysh, they tried to bring gold and money, and they tried to bribe him, this, that, and the other. He says, nah, it's all right, I'm not giving them to you. And he was begging and pleading with him, and he still said no. So he begged the black man, this Arab from Prophet Muhammad's people, or tribe, or the Arabs around there, tried to kill him. One, Prophet Muhammad sent the people to seek protection from this strong, black, just man. Two, his enemies, they sent someone when the companions got there, they had to beg him for protection. Three, after they begged him for protection, another Arab came and demanded him, and he said no, and he had to go with his tails between his legs back to his people. So if you want black people to have a low self-esteem, you don't put in the first part of it, there was a strong black man that told Arabs, yeah, listen, go away.
All right, cool, I hear that.
So,